Hello, hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And today we're gonna focus on expansion to the moon. Right, that wasn't even unpaused. It's always nicer to watch it when it's unpaused with a full screen. That's Control G for all you good fellas that or ladies that they don't know how that works. Okay, several other things we're gonna address here. Questions, no questions. Right, so expansion. So we're gonna speed up our production of coal over here, which is yeah, quite slow down. So what we're gonna do, we're building this big road, and as Mr. Stats said that we should not fragment our construction, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. We have this construction office looks like it's busy. I'm gonna leave it alone. Like I said in the previous episode, yes, I know, I made a mistake over here. Actually, let me see, what did I do? Slaughterhouse connected to this, and brewery not connected to anything. Yes, that's the stupid thing I did. Unfortunately, I'm not the sharpest tool in a shed. Let's see here. Can you be connected? No. So Slaughterhouse can be somewhere else, but this brewery needs to be a little bit more centralized. That's not a problem. Let's just do a little bit of check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We're gonna go for this one, and this one needs to be connected. This should be fine. I think we should be able to do something like this. Do we want to bend it? Yeah, bending it sometimes makes it a little bit too long, but straight through. You're kidding me, right? It won't connect anymore. That's fine. That's fine. We can rebuild this one as well. Okay, so let's go and see how we can connect this. So this silo needs to be connected to both of these industries, and let's go for storage. This is the silo, perfect size, at least for us at this time. And let's put it in the middle somewhat. Right, maybe I can, I had a dream. Maybe I can dream it through this time. Maybe I can not wake up when September ends. Oh, yes. Okay, we have the leveling tool. Where are you? Here we go. So we're gonna just level this SOB for a moment here, and let's go and do something like this. It needs to fit perfectly. This is the only thing that we need to do. So here we go. I think this should be it. And then we can go for maybe even constructing this road all the way through. This is not gonna look... Oh. Alright, okay. So something like this. Can we bend it? Let's try a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let me do this later. Let me first put our industries in place. So obviously we moved this silo over here, and I didn't connect it even. So let me try if I can do this. You're freaking kidding me. There we go. Right. But if this is the case, then this one should be... Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one alone. I won't connect it. I'm just gonna go for the farm and the slaughterhouse. So hopefully this time I'm gonna remember that the slaughterhouse needs to be... slaughterhouse doesn't need to be connected to the... actual silo. So let's go for vanilla farm, and let's see where we can put our farm. I have a feeling that this might not fit perfectly, so let's go for farm and livestock farm. Yeah, it's a big one. So livestock farm needs to be connected to the silo. Of course, we don't have enough excavators, that's fine. We're gonna level this at one point. I'm looking where I can place it so it fits nicer. Probably somewhere around here, and this wouldn't be the worst, but the problem is where do we... Okay, this is not gonna work. Again, sorry about this. I'm just gonna go and place the farm somewhere in some direction. That's gonna be much easier to cope for us. Okay, here we go. This is something that we need to do. Right. Okay. There we go. I'm thinking about something like this. Is it possible? Probably. It's a little bit on a close side. I don't really like that part. Let's just stop the construction. And now we have... Right, why is this connected? I have no idea. I have a bad feeling about this. I think... well, obviously this is possible, but I don't like how this looks. I'm thinking something like this. Let's try this. Is it possible for me to connect this one to here? Let's down. Okay, no. Okay, that's fine. Then we can go for silo all the way here, or silo rotated. Yeah, I'm not gonna get what I want here. I wanted to place silo in the right direction, so it has access straight out of here, but you know, to the moon and stuff, but it's not gonna work. I can do it a little bit like this. This is gonna create a little bit of a bend, which is fine. Then I can go and connect this industrial connection to this one here and bend it. Come on, bend it. There we go. And now I have enough space for this. The only problem is I need to get this road connected properly. So from here all the way to here, I'm not gonna construct this yet. And then we need to connect this silo to the livestock farm. Livestock farm takes a little bit more space. I'm straight away going to the mods every single time. Okay, let's try to avoid that, and then let's try to place it over here. We're gonna need to level a little bit this corner over in this corner here, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, right, that's not, that's just a livestock range. Okay, now it's the other corner there. Okay. Okay, this is much better. Without any connections, perfect. And let's go for the Slaughterhouse, which was the one from Mr. Rob's. Let's go for the factory over here, and on the second page, I believe, Slaughterhouse. Yes. It only needs to be connected to the... Oh, let's go this way. Only needs to be connected over here. Okay, that's gonna require a little bit more leveling, and that's only cue for you to like and subscribe, and coffee time. Oh, nice one. Actually, a little bit on the bitter side. Yeah, I'm gonna survive, don't worry about me. I'm a Teflon. Okay, so let's go, and let's build the last segment over here. It can be in this direction as well, I don't mind that. Actually, this might be even better, a bit better, because it requires just this connection. Okay, that's fine. And this way is gonna be a little bit closer to our housing projects over here. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. So now we have the connection to... Oh, hell no. And this is what happens when you don't think. So let me see on this side. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a okay thing. Let's do a bit of this, and then this one needs to be connected here. I think this one would be... Oh, no. Tactics. I noticed something over here. Let me see if this is gonna work. Right, if we go back to pathways, yes, I knew it. So we can connect this pathway here, and then people can walk to work from here. Okay. Coffee break. Right, so coffee time done, so we can continue on. Right, we have I only have a couple of notes from you guys that put in the comment section. Point out any issues, any mistakes, anything I'm doing wrong, just point it out. All the insults are very much welcome. I'm gonna try to extract some constructive criticism from those, but hit the comment section. Right, so a couple of you announced that I made a mistake over here, and I'm gonna try to correct it right now. But in order to proceed with this, I'm gonna wait for a moment to see when this is gonna be finished. Okay, I think at the moment we have a little bit of okay, I'm gonna explain everything that's happening not only here but everywhere. Comment section. We are discussing the best way to set up your construction offices. I did test this before. I did test this before and it didn't work for me, but this is a different setup which actually might work more efficiently. Definitely more efficiently. Now, the problem is that I already set up a wrong, probably the worst way of construction, whatever is happening over here, which is... I have to say, I have to pretend that I care, but I don't. I mean, like, it's fine. We'll find a way to manage this. And these buildings are a little bit on a wonky side, but looks like they are actually working fine. Yeah, this is on a hillside and that good stuff. But anyway, this is just an outpost that I'm building here. Okay, let's actually go back for a moment to the actual topic that I'm not drifting away from. So let's do this. Right. Construction offices, the best setup now, stats recommended, and I tend to agree about this, so let's see where this is going to take us. Let's take this path concerning the construction offices. So, the problem with construction offices, these are general construction offices and actually should be assigned to everything except roads and footpaths. As far as I understand. Previously we tried to have one that has conveyor belts because they require only flatbed trucks or open hull trucks, and they require they require buses. While some of the roads, for example, they don't require buses. Now this setup that we are discussing is going to be a little bit more challenging to do. It's going to be a little bit more micromanagement. That's not always a good thing, so heads up on that. Micromanagement is that we're gonna have to manually assign all the constructions. This is something that I don't like to do. I like micromanagement, but there's only a limit to what I'm willing to do. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try to assign specialized construction offices. And before we start on all of this over here, I would like to upgrade a whole crap load of these roads first. But before we start that, there's actually, it might be, probably not, but it might be a little bit too late for me to start now thinking about, road construction, especially in this area over here. So, because most of the roads are already upgraded. So it's kind of counterproductive to do so, but it's not, because I'm constructing a lot of roads at the moment. There's going to be a bit more roads being constructed over here in the city, and for the future development I'm going to try to focus on length of the roads first, because that can be built fast. Doesn't matter what the length of the road is, as soon as they get a bulldozer there, that's going to be smashed. Bulldozer and just deliver gravel. If you fragment the road, every single little road is going to be treated as a different construction, and that can be a problem. That's always a problem. So I'm gonna continue doing this. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Let me block off this area. Oh wow. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do now? No, let's do this. Let's be smart about this. I'm gonna try to do this smart. This area, we're in no rush to build this. I mean, like, kinda, maybe a little bit, but it would be nice to have this finished, because this is gonna be all the self-sufficiency that we can dream of, plus it's gonna be a little bit on a profit side. So I can have one big construction happening over here. At the moment we are still constructing our construction office over here, so it's still a little bit busy. Okay, let's check. I think I fixed all the construction over here. So we have a farm that is connected to a silo, then we have the distillery and the food factory connected to the silo as well, and then we have the slaughterhouse connected to absolutely nothing. Well, actually to the livestock farm. But these are the three outputs we're gonna have for distribution of our food, well, elsewhere, and we're gonna focus on those a little bit later. For now, we're gonna have this construction finished well, as they see fit. But what I would like to do is here and check everything that we actually have under construction at the moment. This is the only construction office that is operating right now, and this is a bad choice on my part. We should have constructed additional construction office before we started on this. But what you gonna do? we're gonna continue with what we're doing now. At the same time, I'm constructing two new construction offices. One of them is going to be this large construction office for 20 vehicles. This is gonna be our new general construction office. There's gonna be one for roads over here because we're gonna have few more upgrades over here, and they can also, because we are sourcing our gravel there, we can also deliver all that stuff over here. So before I started this settlement over here, too late now, but before I started this settlement over here, we should have built a small construction material area here, storage for prefabs, boards, bricks and steel, and we should have started the gravel production. Delivering of bitumen and cement would be really nice as well, so small construction area around here would be really nice. This is what we're gonna focus on as soon as we finish the city here, town, but before we start on the construction area, we're gonna go back to basics. We're gonna go back and try to work on this industrial area, because this is my pet peeve project. If you have any comments on that, please hit the comment section. I'm always willing to change my mind, especially if people are being constructive in their criticism. Even if you're not, I'm still gonna try to extract all the positivity from the criticism. Right, okay, so let's continue on. Expansion of the city is one of our priorities as well. We can focus on that, but I would like them to start building this. I'm really worried that there's so much projects happening at the moment. Let me see if we have any vehicles extra around here. No, looks like most of them are just like cranes. That would be for the conveyor belts, which are perfectly fine at the moment. We have actually... Interesting. Yeah, we have an interesting discussion as well concerning this. I wanted to show you what's... Oh, right. And there we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Check this out, guys. We have, at the moment, construction happening. Something requires enormous amounts of bricks. What is that? Large customs house. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay. Right, so we need to stop this as soon as possible. So we have a distribution office here, and this is what I was saying previously. We have, for some reason, we are exporting all of this, and they are loading that. Yeah, we should do a little bit better micromanagement of this. But this was the point. So we would like to sell excess products that we have. Steel, we're gonna stick not to exporting steel because we're importing iron. Doesn't matter. That's just a small rule we implemented. That we're gonna try to export all the materials that, preferably that we are constructing ourselves. So in this case, this could have been something else. Even though they are exporting bricks at the moment, which I really don't appreciate. They could have been sending those bricks to a construction yard. You think that's impossible to have all those trucks deliver that much material? Well, take a look at this. 142 tons of boards required for this silo. And that is more or less the whole capacity of here. It's gonna be 8,000 left. Okay, why am I talking this nonsense that has no basis in reality? Well, I'm talking about this just because the plan was how to set up the supply chain here. Supply chain, what stats suggest, it's really smart, that we should have the line going directly from your sawmill to the delivery of boards to the storage area, and leave it directly in the storage area, and if there's any extra left over, go to the border and just sell everything that you have left over. That will mean that we're always gonna have full storage of boards, which is perfect, which is exactly what we need. But there's a problem. If we have some construction like this happening, like this silo that's gonna suck out all the boards, not only that it's gonna take one truck to go and up and down to deliver this, it's gonna take him at least 5 times to fill it to 100%, or let's say 4 times to be a little bit more realistic, because it's... No, 4 times. Not only that he's gonna have to do that, but also he's gonna have to go for the full circle to the border, even though he's gonna be empty. So this is a little bit of a downside. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, maybe I'm complaining for no reason, but I'm worried for our construction to be slowed down. Yes, this comes from a guy who actually has only one construction site. I should have used more of them. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a better person in the future, I promise. Okay, I was kind of hoping we have a bulldozer over there, and it looks like a lot of our trucks are done with the paths and the roads and all that good stuff over here. Hopefully this one is going to be finished soon. Actually, probably I should have assigned this one to here just so they can start working on it faster. Looks like most of our gravel work is done. I don't see anything else being constructed around here. They are constructing houses. We're still not gonna fill it in. We need a lot of steel. That's the one where we can use the what we can use these vehicles for. We need steel. We need steel for the electricity hoses, the big electricity hoses that are gonna go all the way across the mountains. And the only connection between here and across the mountains is through our forests. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so the plan is... So the plan is for us to build electricity cables going all the way across the mountains. Now, the problem is these cables are gonna go through our heavily forested area, which is gonna affect our forest as well. I don't like that part. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's try to get those hoses in the opposite direction, in that direction there. Let's go towards the hilltops, because all the electricity, 10 megawatts is fine in my books. At least I didn't learn to play with other kids well, so I'm thinking that these are pretty fine. So I was thinking to get these electricity hoses all the way to the hillside, somewhere in that direction. Here we go. And go all the way towards the hilltop. Something like this, and then from here we can go in this direction. We'll see how much this is gonna cost. It doesn't seem to be extremely expensive, but what I was thinking about is getting electricity here or somewhere around here, and then make a switch that one of them is gonna go, big cables going in that direction towards our Modred and the Iron Town, and the other one is gonna go into towards the main area where we're gonna have most of our the rest of the world or rest of the country. So I'm gonna go and stick to the hilltops just to have this beautiful Soviet architecture placed on the hilltops and visible from everywhere. This all is gonna cost nothing. This is not expensive. This is not bad. Okay, this is really not bad, and what I'm gonna do here is construct a mod which is going to be the power transformer. That's gonna be a 4-way transformer. I'm gonna try to plonk it in here. Come on, green. And here we go, green. Yes, green. And let's build this path as well. Oh, sweet lord. Okay, this is a little bit on the troubling side. Let's not build this road now. Let's not build this one as well, because it's outside of the construction office range. I can't even manually assign it, but we can probably go somewhere around here. We already have something around here, and let's see if this is in range. Yes, it is. Okay, so hopefully they're gonna be able, the same construction office is gonna be able to construct this, which is perfectly fine. I would like just this to be a little bit, on a faster side. So I'm hoping that the second construction office is gonna be done soon, so we can actually, all be happy and play together. Okay, there we go. So this is the whole length of the construction that we have here, how I would like it to look like. And I'm hoping that this is gonna be fine. You remember that idiocracy that I did a little bit back by saying, oh no, we're not gonna need a lot of electricity going this way, this is only for farms. Well, guess where's the closest connection for this industrial area? It's actually here! It's here! And this is the stupidity of my decisions and not inability to plan for future. Okay, well, hopefully this is not gonna take a lot of electricity. BS. It's gonna be a lot of electricity required for this industry over here. So let's see what we can do to fix this. At the moment we are not. Do we require any fuel? I'm hoping not. Tractors are still working. Maybe not. Okay, these look planted. Interestingly enough, this farm over here, it's closer to majority of these fields, but you can see that they are only recently planted. Well, this farm looks much more yellowish, so this farm is more efficient than the other farms. Interesting. Interesting. I find it, well, as previously mentioned, interesting. Right. Okay. What did I want to say now? Nothing. I just wanted this to be assigned to the rest of it, rest of the construction. At the moment, it's not being taken care of. I want to check up what is the priority over here. I know what's being constructed. Unfinished roads. Which one are you? This is the... Okay, so this one is being finished. Perfect. This is the road that's gonna open up a new forestry for us. And of course, you guys said in the comments as well that you don't have to, that I didn't have to build it so far away from the initial forestry area, which is absolutely true. But I can then put another one in the middle, which is gonna be tripling our initial project, initial stuff, initial plan. So yeah. Okay, I'm happy with this. Right. Why am I procrastinating? I'm not. I created a bottleneck for myself, unfortunately, with this little town and all these little roads that I created, and now our construction office is swamped with work, a little bit of work, which is kind of far away. That was a mistake on my part. I promise. I shouldn't be promising anything because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. So, also another discussion is Zeal Buses. So currently we are using these buses to transport people to work. These are the Zeal Buses. They are better for construction because I think they have a little bit better amount of people carrying it. So we have Zeal Buses, 52 people, and we have Zeals over here. Right, they're carrying 60. No, sorry, vice versa. Zeals are better for industries because they carry a little bit more people, and this is better for the industry because they carry less people. So that would be much better for us. Right. Okay, so let's go with the future projects. Farming is doing well. We are exporting more than we are, we are exporting everything that we are producing. I don't see any bottlenecks anywhere with our exports. So everything is going smoothly. We don't need to implement any more trucks for this. Again, we have a problem, a little bit of a problem, that we have a lot of steel, which is a nice problem to have. And I believe, oh yeah, these bad boys are gonna require a lot of concrete. 18 tons of concrete. Well, okay, while I was a student, I used to hitchhike a lot. Well, cheap way to get around. I talked to people who were working on construction sites because they gave me a lift. How much concrete actually goes in one pillar, one electricity hose, or one electricity pole that holds electricity hoses? They said around, I think, 18 cubic meters of concrete is required for one pillar. I don't know if they are the 10 megabytes, yes, 10 megawatts cables like these ones, or are they the bigger one or smaller one? But they said there's a lot of cubic meters of concrete that goes into each one of these steel or whatever metal they're using for this construction. So even this projection that they placed over here, that this is 18 tons of concrete, is vastly understated. It's only 18 tons for the whole line that we have built over here. Okay, that being said, I hope I'll sound like a smartass because that was the whole plan. We're gonna continue monitoring all the projects we have. Housing is being built here, and there's another project I would like to try to do. Actually, you know what? I can start. Yeah, I probably should let them finish these construction offices because they are kind of a priority for us. And let me see, this is still not assigned to anybody. That's fine. Okay, 1964, the company that was established in 1963 ASC, that will be Alaskan Smuggling Company, that offered us the buses. They offer us a lot of other things. You can see again the issue with us directly exporting, with the disc distribution office exporting our materials, is not working out fine nicely. I'm still thinking to see, let's see this, how much you have. 23 tons of bricks. He's only going to be using that because we're missing coal. Do you have enough coal for heating? They do, but I think we had heating issues last winter. We are hoping to resolve this by... Yeah, I'm hoping to resolve this by building these... this chopping post. This chopping post will increase the, well, actually two of them. This should increase our output of wood, which is exactly what we want. And this is gonna help us. Oh, come on, you son of a gun. Let's do like this. Let's remove... Oh, bollocks. Okay, right, let's do one more time here, and I'm gonna start a little bit, and then I'm gonna go for something like this, but I'm gonna start a path on this side as well, so we can go and do absolutely nothing useful. But something like this is fine. Just to avoid this electricity hose over here, and off you go. 2 constructions all the way there, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to walk from here all the way there. Okay, let's start putting pressure on our construction industry a little bit more. Let me see what we have over here. Now everything is, this is the whole, not really a problem, but the whole thing about our situation right now. We developed our exports so much that we are stockpiling money, and we can't really properly use it. You know, it would be good that we actually just paid for construction. Julian, I know that you're looking here and yelling that this is, you know, if you are still watching the channel, but I understand that it would be much easier if we just bought this construction, but we are role playing a little bit. It's only for these series. We'll see how we're gonna do in the future. Right. Are we gonna see what we can do in this case? We're gonna let this these projects finish, so that will be construction office over here. That's gonna help us speed up the road upgrades, and then we're gonna have 2 more construction offices around here. After this one is done, we're gonna be able to cover more area with construction projects, automatic construction projects, while the also we're gonna construct 2 more construction areas around here. That's gonna be for footpaths and for roads. These are gonna be the stepping stone for our next challenge. That's gonna be challenging the sea, or conquering the sea. I think the best thing would be just, you know, next step towards the Great Valley over there, where we're gonna build our capital, like once Brasilia did. And who else built their own capitals? Australia's. Olgala, yeah, your people build their own capital as well, Canberra. I know that you guys have a lot of nice stuff to say about your politicians, so feel free to hit the comment section with those. I don't really care. So, right, so what else do we need to do here? We need to... the planned expansion is in 2 ways. One, Iron City, that's gonna be slowing down our... well, it's gonna stop us importing iron, and we're gonna be producing our own steel, which is gonna allow us to export more steel, which is gonna... we'll export steel with these rules that we invented ourselves. So that would be a really good thing. And also, let's check our imports at the moment. So we have imports of resources here. Let's see, this is June, and let's see this year. This year we are only imported in 6 months bitumen, clothes, iron, and fuel, electricity. That's it. I understand that some of them, like iron, are a big thing, but we need that steel. It's always better to import iron than steel. Fuel is something that we're not gonna tackle anytime soon, because I already said that we're not gonna be producing fuel from wood. It's a really nice thing. It's a really nice, I would say even to a degree, realistic thing, but the amount of fuel we are importing, those small factories cannot produce, even if we supply it with enough wood for this, because they can, you know, extract fuel from wood and all that good stuff. Okay, so, oh, right, you need to be assigned here. I would love to have priority that they construct this sooner than anything else, but unfortunately, no dice. Coffee time. Okay, so let me just check how we're doing with time. We're doing perfectly fine. We have half-ish hour left, and we're gonna focus on how our town is doing. Yes, okay. I wanted to do something, and let's discuss this before it happens. So the newer thing I found out regarding this game is the university halls of residences. Now they are quite cute. I like them. They have a unique feature that they can teleport your workers elsewhere straight away after they are done with the college thing. So they can teleport them anywhere where there's a free accommodation. Sorry, they have free room or an apartment where they can live. So this is really nice. Now, Problem is that it only works if you actually have students that are over 21 that didn't finish college. In our case over here, we have extreme amount of capacity that we can educate enormous amount of people. Now, realism about 12 professors, can they actually educate 7 professors educate 150 people? I would say definitely yes. I don't know if any of you went to university, but there was 50, 60 of us in the classrooms, depending on what class it is, in the halls. So I believe that that number it's realistic. I'm not saying that I would like to do it, but unfortunately, I think one professor for one student or anything lower than that might be a little bit more challenging. Well, it might be a little bit overkill. I mean, like it's like you're practicing for PhD or something straight away. Anyway, look, the one professor, 20, 30 students, fine with that. I don't know. This is from top of my head. I believe that we should probably include the amount of classes they have and all that stuff. I didn't do that calculation, but in one classroom we can fit usually realistically 20, 30, 50, 40 people, something like that. And I think having 8 professors for 140 students, it's not a big deal. Right, but this is Chopping University, and it was meant to be like that. It's wooden university. The halls in here are probably not as big, but yeah. Anyway, and so we decided not to research any more stuff from here, which is fine. Chemicals are still not needed. Clothing, I'm not gonna address that for a while. This is not a big export issue for us, as we are earning much more money. Let's see. Oh, this is even this month we have so much more earnings. What are we even exporting so much? Food, livestock, steel. Oh, you son of a. Okay, I need to put a stop to this because our exports our exports through this frig it. Oh boy. Okay, so we were exporting a lot of stuff here. I was like, oh, 46,000, that's not bad. But they were exporting our future. Our future is what they were exporting. Okay, fine. Let's just leave it like this. What do we have? What else do we have here? Okay, just let's stop exports with this. We need to set up different distribution offices, and that's something that I want to address in the future as well. Actually, I'm gonna address it right now. We're gonna continue constructing a couple of distribution offices. I think smaller ones are definitely in order here. So let's go for 4-1. Yeah, 4 vehicle distribution office. I think this might be a rash decision on my part, but I think 4 vehicle distribution office. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna build this. Some of you previously said that building a distribution office that has that doesn't have buildings like office buildings, that it's a big operation to run your distributions. I think I agree. I agree that we need to have some kind of buildings to keep it a little bit more realistic. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having the distribution office having some buildings next to it, so I'm not going to build this one, which is literally just a cover for the trucks. We can go for the same one like here, or we can go for vanilla one. Let me see what vanilla is. Of course, yeah, it's more expensive. This one and this one is 43,000 and 12 and 43, and if we go for vanilla ones, it's let's see the price again, 53 and 22. So if we're gonna go for a big one, This is okay. We need 5. We need 5 vehicle distribution office. You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit more realistic here and just put a little bit more challenge. I know. Finally, he's doing something, and it's a bit late because we're already earning money, and I don't care. I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna build I'm just gonna build this small distribution office over here, and let's see. Right, it's gonna be 22,000 rubles, but I don't really mind that, and you can start with this one as well. Are you already assigned to the office? They have it. I mean, like, it's not assigned, but we have a lot of these high voltage wires. They should be finished fast. And then we have these houses. They are already like built partially, and again, my bad because of this not being finished. Let me see how they're doing with the village over here. Yeah, this is not ideal. I don't like this with these. This is again my fault. Sorry about this. This is temporary village, and I like these non-collision buildings, but I don't like this. This has nothing to do with modders. Maybe if they had a foundation built a little bit deeper or something, would be a little bit more realistic. But I'm not the biggest fan of these. Foundation here. You can see that foundation are sticking out of ground. This one might be okay even. It doesn't matter if the other part of the building is underground, because I don't know. I think I'm digging myself a little bit of a hole over here, so I'm just gonna stop talking about this. Right, continuing on, we have our construction office here that needs to be constructed. We have electricity hoses here that have everything that they need except the machinery and people. We have here a couple of loads of gravel and 1 load of asphalt. What about this one? This one is delivering gravel. Why only 4 tons of gravel? Why was there only 4 tons of gravel there? Interesting. Let me go and inspect the gravel production if it's all fine there. Yep, full. What about you? Yep, full. That's fine. Prefab panels. Okay, this is something that we can focus on. We have the... what is with this? They still didn't finish this one here. Look, they started it, and there's nobody working on it at the moment. They need a paver, I believe, in this stage, or maybe a roller. Laying asphalt. Paver, I think. Did I sell all the pavers? I might have sold all the pavers. I thought I left a couple of pavers here. Semi-truck, mixer, tower crane, bus, dumper. Shovel. Oh, I hate those shovels. Semi-truck crane. Yeah, looks like I got rid of the pavers, and actually they weren't that useless. They were actually quite good before these industrial connections. So there you go, a lesson for you for the future. These are not that bad. So all of this here is functioning well. Let me just lower the amount of workers working in the cement plant at the moment until we see the bottleneck. I'm going to leave it at that. We have 10 workers working here. Processing of gravel is fine. I'm thinking how to earn money on prefab panels, because we are constructing our own everything, all the materials for prefab panels. We're not importing anything there, that we can have a little bit of export. I think I'm gonna leave this distribution office for that. I think this distribution office that we are building right now, I'm gonna use it for exporting extra of all of this. Hopefully I'm gonna avoid steel initially, but a little bit of boards. You can see that we are still at the moment missing some boards, and I know that we have a huge bottleneck over here, that we have problem with coal supplies. These guys are like lumberjacks, are doing amazing job. That's perfectly fine, but the trucks are not doing a good job. Trucks need to pick up the fallen wood a little bit faster, but obviously that's something we're gonna have to address in the future. This one is being constructed. We even have, whoa, we have people here. And there we go. Bang! This is exactly what I wanted to see. We have a range for these peeps over here. How are we doing with people living in there? Okay, tell me about this. What's happening about with people over 21s living with the parents? We have 275. We had closer to 300, then they fell to this number. Why is that? So we had people that died. And what happened to them? Do they escape if they have to live with their parents for the rest of their lives? That's an interesting question. Don't laugh. Escapes 800. I think that's a little bit on a big side. I think 825 escapes is almost more than deaths. I think it could be related with because parents and kids can't stand each other over kids over 21s. Coffee for Oolykee. Right. Okay. Continuing on. We gonna be. Let's see. This one requires people as well, and they're in range, and the materials are there. How many people outside of construction office? Let's go for more, because they have all the materials they need. What about here? Again, 7, and we're gonna go for more over here as well. I'm pretty sure that everything is well supplied by people. Okay, I think no, I think I won't. I was thinking of actually starting the expansion of the city, but I think I won't do that at the moment. I was hoping at one time that I will be seeing this city all in wood, that we're gonna have all these buildings like they are over here. Control G, like they are the whole city spread out on this whole area, from the woodlands on this side to the industrial area and farming area over there. But I'm not really sure so much now, because I'm thinking more and more about starting a little bit of a more dense industry around here. Dense residential areas around here. The reason behind is because we are having these industries over here, which is going to be exclusively for domestic consumption. It's not going to be exclusive. Of course, we're going to export any little bit of extra that we have, but if we're gonna run these industries at maximum capacity, they're gonna require a lot of people. You guys pointed out in the comment section as well. That means that we're gonna need a little bit more workers here. Even though I can limit them, it's a waste. It's not really a waste, because we're not using a lot of imported materials. We are using a lot of our own production. It is waste, on the other hand, that we're gonna have all this factory that has a certain capacity, which is perfectly fine, but it's not utilized all the way. Even though the factory is not gonna be as expensive as it might seem, it's still gonna be expensive. So yeah. This is why I'm considering filling in this area, this square around here, which is going to be our town, surrounded or just touching all 3 industrial zones. I was thinking of starting a little bit more dense urban area, first apartment buildings. Maybe it doesn't have to be too dense. Mr. Chris has a really nice buildings there. The UK council flats, I love those. They're also collision free, so we can have those. They have also realistic 32 worker apartments, 4 floors. Every floor would have 4 apartments, and that would be 16 apartments times 2 would be perfectly 32 amount of workers. I think this is one of the most realistic buildings out there. Not sure if the amount of concrete is realistic, but I'm gonna leave that to professionals. But anyway, concrete is 7.3 tons of concrete for this one. So yeah, so I'm thinking something like this, because they are much more denser than the housing that we have over here. They have a little bit less people, less population. I can also try to do this. You can see that these buildings over here, they are kind of tightly squeezed to each other, so I can continue doing that. Of course, there are other options. Mr. Robs has really nice options with a little bit higher residential buildings with a little bit bigger capacity. These are 6 floors or 5 floor high buildings, which they could have 4 to 5 apartments in this setup, which was 60 people, and they would have more or less the same footprint and these, so we can definitely dense it up a bit. Of course, we're gonna have to follow up with the population. The population will need to follow up with that. Right, come on, we need all of these delivered as soon as possible, so we can start on our construction, or at least speed up our construction. You can see here everything is delivered. We're just missing little Stalinets working on the construction, in the construction offices. Okay, a couple of other things. Let's try to mention those questions actually. Concerning this is for you, Stats, because it's your idea and I like it. With the construction offices, I forgot to mention or forgot to ask you, what is your suggestion for the construction offices? Since we're gonna have construction offices designated only for pads, which is obviously going to be just the dumper trucks and the buses, the small buses that we have. We're going to have the separate one for the roads, which are going to have dumper trucks, flatbed trucks, and Stalinets little bulldozers. And then we have the third one is going to be for general construction. Do we still put bulldozers there or not? What do you think? Or should we put only the excavators there? Because I think excavators and... No, yeah, I don't think we need bulldozers at all in construction. So that would be just excavators. At least I think it is. So if you see this video and you are all the way here, so I'm hoping that you are, hopefully you're gonna have a nice update for us over here. Okay, let's see how everything is doing. They're doing fine over here. This road is laid all the way, so all the gravel is there. It just needs to be spread out. That's really nice to see. Harvest has started. That's also really nice to see. We're gonna go and upgrade additional roads as soon as possible. That would be probably adjacent roads to here. So I'm gonna we'll do that probably in the next episode. I just wanted to catch up with all the construction that we're having, and since seems that we are doing a good job, and this looks like it's less than 20 construction projects at the same time. That would be 3 and 6 and then 9, 10, 13 as far as you can see. Lucky number 13. 13 construction projects running at the same time. This is perfect. That means that we are catching up with our construction. We need excavators here, and we need a little bit of workers, I think. No, the excavators or cranes here. No, this is excavator. This is a first stage. So we're gonna need that first. Okay, let me focus on this area over here. So we have 25 people living here. When there was a big highway being built where I come from, there was a project beginning from my hometown for 30 kilometers in any direction, both directions, to connect the highway to the border, and there was an asphalt plant and concrete plant, or whatever they needed for the asphalt plant, not concrete, but whatever they needed for the workers. It was there, but workers, they didn't build, of course, barracks for the workers. They paid for local accommodation for workers. So my little crappy hometown actually had tourists, even though there are tourist workers rather than actual tourists. Nobody goes there for tourism. But anyway, they hired local accommodation, which would be really, which we can consider this for a construction project of us expanding to Irontown and expanding to fishing industry. This is a rented accommodation. This is extremely temporary accommodation. This is not where the people are going to be living in the future. And I'm pretty sure that this town, if it stays like this, whatever we're going to be producing here, I can guarantee to you that this is going to be upgraded. Their houses are going to be upgraded to apartment buildings, but initially they are the pioneers of this area. They're going to be living in bunk beds, even though I bet that there's like 3 apartments per floor here. That would be 6, and then 2 on the bottom floor. That would be 8. 8 of them sharing, 8 apartments shared between 25 people. It's not that cramped. It's 3 people per apartment. I think that's reasonable, at least in my book. Well, actually, yeah, 1, 2, and 3 apartments on each floor, and we have 2 of them all the way down here. I have no idea why they have a stop here, but anyway, so they have a bus stop here. So this is the plan with them. This is temporary residential housing. I probably should have gone with something a little bit okay, I'll be frank with you, a little bit shittier, but we're gonna have to see how it goes with this. I was thinking more now. I'm thinking not when I was constructing it, and you probably would agree that these really small houses that we have, the same ones in our starting town, that they would be more appropriate as a bunk bed accommodation. 15 workers on something this small, it might be it might be not unrealistic for normal living conditions, but as a forward outpost for construction of our big cities, or like at least initial residential areas, I think it's quite. I think it's realistic. It's somewhat realistic. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, the electricity hoses, at least the ground laying work is done. 31 tons of steel is going to be required to finish this. We have the construction materials being delivered here as well. This is perfect. Obviously, steel is something that we are catching up with production-wise. So we have a little bit of a cold. What's happening with coal here? Okay, nothing is happening with coal because we have enough of it. That's fine. The problem is we don't require steel at the moment. This is a problem. What I'm gonna do now is create a big steel storage for our railroad construction. So I'm gonna go and set up the railroad construction office. I'm gonna go for a vanilla one. This is not the most important thing in the world at the moment, but what I wanted to set it up as would be is the... Let me see if this can be... Oh, of course. No free excavators. Guess what? We have a dozer. We have a dozer here. So we're gonna go with bulldozers and level this area up. Let's see how are we doing? How you doing? Right, but also the problem is where I'm supposed to place this. Where am I supposed to place? Maybe I was thinking a little bit bigger storage. Nah, maybe 150 tons of steel is enough for as a storage area. So let's just start leveling up the hell leveling the hell out of this place. And you can see that we have more than one bulldozers working on this area. This is interesting. That means that some of our road projects are done. So that's really nice to see. Actually, I'm hoping that the big road project towards the industrial area is done so we can start on the smaller ones. Okay, and let's see how this looks right now. Okay, this is much better. We even get a green area. I was thinking, let me see if I can... I was thinking a little bit further up the hill here, and let me see what kind of storage areas are we talking about. We can go for these with 150 tons, which I was kind of aiming for, but let's see how this is gonna look like. So we have this one over here. Let me level a little bit of this area here, and let's try... Let's try this. Here we go. I think this is decent. This is decent enough. And then next to that would be the railroad construction office. Let's go with the vanilla one because why the hell not? And something like this. Right. So you can see that we need a little bit more leveling over here, and let's level that. Okay, a little bit more. Where is it? It's in the left top corner, so it's more or less level with this one. So let's just do this. I'm gonna shrink the working area for them. Actually, I don't even think this is speeding them up, because if they have a bigger area, they can work on the upper layers. That speeds up the lower layers as well. So if we build it over here, I think I'm really not into this at the moment. It's fine. We don't have to, like for example, yeah, fine. This is good only for several things. First of all, storage of steel over here, and the second one, usage of steel over here. I just don't want this steel to be standing still. I want this steel mill to smoke and spit that or spit that smoke in the air, just so we can produce more and more steel. You can see that one truck, when he arrives, he picks up the whole storage of steel. Did we even have the industrial connection to this? No, this one doesn't have it. This is the tricky part. Yeah. So this is how we can. This is what the stats were saying. Again, I'm not. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have a electricity supply issue. Okay, let's expand straight away this industry over here. We are running out of time, but I'm gonna be hoping to be quick about it. We have a little bit more money than usual, and this one is almost done. So I think we should slow down a bit. Let me see. So we have electricity all the way here, and I wanted to build just to shrink down the distances between these guys. I wanted to build something over here. Wow, actually this works like this. Interesting. So this one can be in electricity range, and I can see how far the electricity range goes. It actually doesn't really matter. I can go for... Do I want to connect it straight to the road? Let's try it. Of course. Let's not... That doesn't really matter. I don't have to connect it to the... Ooh, but storage of wood, then we can have it here. Okay, let's try this. If we direct it in this direction, and then we go for, of course, gravel road, and you can construct... Ooh, that's not gravel road. Let's go for this gravel road. Come on, shrink this down. There we go. A little bit more realistic. Construct this, so we're gonna have a third woodcutting post. And of course we're missing electricity over here because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed and I forgot to place it in time. So I'm gonna go for electricity power substation. I'm gonna go for the pad substation, my favorite one. Yes, my favorite one. And let's place it over here. And as far as I know, you can build the... again, let's go for the cheapest crap ever. I don't see any problem with that. Let's go this way, and then next to the pad, because I think that's realistic. And then let's go from here. Where can we build it? We can build it here, and then just straight away there. Construct this. This is the cheapest crap we have. We actually could have gone... Yeah, I probably should have gone... No. We could have gone for the prefab panel one cables, and you know, just to have something different, nicer, whatever. But we didn't. So we have this one. So let's go. Let's see if anything burned down. Nothing burned down. I wanted to check this. Fire station here is without power supply, but it has workers. That's fine. Road here is done. We can start on our industrial neighborhood. Maybe not yet. I'm gonna wait for to wrap my head around the whole construction industry plan. So what I'm gonna do is just go through the plan how these construction offices should be set up. We're gonna wait for this one to be set up. Of course, we're not gonna have the pad construction here because I don't know, maybe we should. We'll see about that, because we're only gonna build a few pads in the future. But here I want to have 2 more construction offices next to this, but this one is imperative to have before we continue with any construction in the future. There we go. Harvest is here. Money is piled up. We are ready to supply all the vehicles we need to our second and third construction office. But it's gonna take a while. Well, not really that much. Actually, no, it's not gonna take a while. That was a lie. It's gonna take seconds. Okay, that's it. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, okay, I said that part right. If you want to support the channel, I have description of the video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.